Hello again, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kira, and today we're talking about my top 10 favorite tropes in fiction. Last upload, I talked about my top 10 most hated tropes in fiction, and for some reason, that list was easier for me to come up with than this one. So, let's get into it. Number 10, the 7 minutes in heaven. Not really a trope. I guess you could say it's a trope. It pops up a lot more in fan fiction, and that's why I love it. When two characters are forced to be locked in a small space together, and then things happen. I love it. It's my favorite. Everything about it, it was my favorite thing to read in fan fiction. If it came up, I was like, yes, 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 make them kiss. Lock them in a room together to where they'll have to kiss each other. Do it. So, yeah. Moving on to number 9. It's pet names and family / protective family. Like, let's say my brother jokingly calls me a dickhead. Which he doesn't do this, but... And then someone else in real life calls me a dickhead, and my brother's like, hey, I might call him a dickhead, and you see me do it, but that doesn't mean you can call him a dickhead. If you call her a dickhead again, then we're gonna have a problem. Like, stuff like that. Like, cute pet names and families. Well, not really cute pet names. Weird pet names. Because y'all know you got, like, that embarrassing nickname that, like, your parents gave you when you were young and you can't live it down. I don't really think I have one of those, or I blocked it out. And then on top of that, you have like your protective siblings where like they pick on you, but then if someone picks on you, they're like, "Hey, that's my sister. Only I can punch her in the face." I love that. Because that's how families actually are, and I want to see more of that in books. I don't want none of this. Me and my brother don't talk to each other because we fucking hate each other. My mom is a drunk, and my dad left when I was 5. We're one big happy family, and we sit down and eat casseroles together every day after school. But sometimes my mom calls me noodle, my brother calls me dickhead, and he fights people on the front lawn when they call me dickhead. That's what I want. That's what I want in books. Please, give me more of it. Moving on to number 8. We've been best friends for so long, and I love you, so I will do anything for you. Like I will die for you best friend. Where, like, in peril situations, like in fantasy, or like a thriller where someone is coming at them and is going to murder them, or they're going to be in a bad situation, and the one friend will sacrifice themselves for the other. I think it's so sweet. It's like the cutest thing. I love hardcore platonic relationships, and I love it when friends will willingly die for their other friend. Like, fuck that. Like, oh, I love you so much, even though we've only been together for like 2 days. I will let this guy kill me for you. And then they're like, oh no, don't do it. I love we've been best friends for 10 years, and I will fucking take this gunshot to the gut. Like, shit like that. I want strong platonic friendships of people who will die for each other because they love each other platonically. That's what I want. Moving on to number 7, the teasing the first kiss. I hate it when people kiss immediately in books. I don't want this entire romance book to be immediately, like, 2 chapters in, they kiss. I want it to be, they almost kiss, and, like, their lips brush each other, and then someone interrupts them and, like, bursts into the room, and they have to jump apart. And then, a long time later, way down the road, then they kiss. I want you to tease me. I want to be pissed that they didn't kiss, but also happy that they didn't kiss, because if they kiss right away, I'm gonna be pissed, because that's not what I want. I don't want they kiss and get together and then the entire book is them dating and just like arguing with each other the entire time. I don't want that. No. Don't give that to me. I want them to almost kiss multiple times. And then when they finally kiss, you're just like, fuck yeah! Finally, they did it! They fucking kissed. That's what I want. I want that. Moving on to number 6, the hot villains. I don't give a shit about the ugly villains where they have scars running down their face and it happened to them a long time ago and that's why they're angry. I want the hot, like, dark-haired, her hair is like curly and cascades down her shoulders and she has like perfectly bright red plump lips and she's like this hot witch, but she's an asshole because she knows she's hot. Like, I want that. I want it to be like he is like muscular and brooding and grew up super privileged and knows that he's hot, and that's why he thinks he can get away with whatever the fuck he wants. Like, that's the type of villain I want. I want, like, the super hot villain where you're like, wait a second. They're kind of cute, but, like, also, I want them to die because they're terrible. I want that. That in the fantasies. Please. 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 I beg of you. Give this to me. So, moving on to number 5, power couples. I love power couples. I don't have any other explanation except for that I love power couples. They just, when they each are equally awesome people. One has really good talents in one area, and the other one, they like balance each other out. Power couples. This is what I need in my life. Power couples. That's all I have to say. Power couples. And number 4, the brooding badass in the cinnamon roll. You know what I'm talking about. Perfect example, if you have seen The Witcher, the new Netflix show, he's like this angry, brooding guy who was turned into this like magical being when he was younger, oh my god, when he was younger, and everybody thinks of him as like bad, but really he like kills these monsters to keep everybody safe. And then he gets paired with the dude that sings, and he like sings a song like "Toss a coin into your Witcher." It's exactly that, because the Witcher is just like, he has this deep voice and he's brooding and he's like all the time, and then the guy around him is like strumming his little ukulele and singing, and it's like, oh, where are we going next? Oh, that's what I love. I love that. I love it. I eat it up. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because the brooding, like, badass just gets so angry by the little cinnamon roll, but, like, also at the same time, you can tell they just find everything they're doing, like, super endearing, and they're like, oh my god, you're so cute, but, like, also, you're annoying as fuck, and I need you to leave me alone. I love it. I love it. I love it. I need more of it. Moving on to number 3, Drunken Confessions. My favorite. Not my favorite because it's number 3, but my favorite. When people get drunk, and then I also love, like, sleepy confessions. Any accidental confessions where they, like, accidentally tell them, like, oh, like, I think you're really cute, and they, like, like, pass out. Like, stuff like that. Like, I love it, where it's like, oh, but, like, really, I've been in love with you, and then they, like, fall asleep, and then the one's like, what? And they're like, like, they're sleeping. Like, I love all of it. Drunk, like, and then, or, like, when they're drunk, and they're, like, super sloshed, and they're fucking, like, falling all over the place, and they're like, oh my god, I've loved you since I was 5, and the one person is like, what? And then the next morning they're like, do you remember what you said to me last night? And the other one's like, last night's a blur for me, dude. I fucking passed out, I blacked out, I just remember showing up at the party, I don't remember what happened the entire time, and then I woke up in my bed. And then the other one's like, oh, fuck. And so then the other one knows that one loves them, or like, whatever, but they can't admit it to that one because that one doesn't remember telling them. Love it, eat it up. It happens all the time in fan fiction. I don't know if I've read it as much in, like, regular books, but I love it. And, yes. Then, number 2, fake dating. Who doesn't love fake dating? I love when 2 people are forced together to fake date in just a situation where they think that's going to benefit them, where they're going to make someone else jealous, or blah, 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 and then they end up falling for each other. And then this leads into number 1, enemies to lovers. I love enemies to lovers. My favorite book. Oh, where is it? Okay, I don't know where it is. My favorite book, The Unhoneymooners. It's literally enemies to lovers and fake dating in the same like scenario. I love enemies to lovers. Not like the like super unhealthy like he like was abusive to her or like tried to murder her and then all of a sudden she was like, you know what, he's kind of hot, I don't care that he tried to stab me when I was sleeping, and then they got together. Like, not anything like that. Like, the something happened when they were young and they were kids and they just decided like from then on they were going to be enemies, and then they like grew up, and then just from like then on they were always like they make jabs at each other in the hallway at school, or like they work with each other and they give each other like dirty looks or whatever, and then all of a sudden they start to realize that they actually like that person. But when they get shoved into fake dating scenarios, it makes it so much better because they hate the person. And then a lot of times in the fake dating scenarios, they have to kiss each other to keep up with the whole spiel that's going on. And then that's when they realize, oh, I don't hate you, I love you. So I just love it when these two tropes like hold hands and like skip down lanes together in books. It's my favorite thing and I love it. So that's the end of this video. My top 10 favorite tropes in fiction. It took me a really long time to think of this list. I hate more things than I like, apparently. So the struggle was real. Please give me a thumbs up for my struggle. Subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And hit that bell so you can get notified every time I post if you want to see more of my face when my cheeks are all rosy because I have a space heater running because it's cold in my office. Anyways, thank you again for watching and have a good day. Bye!